It's on the form. So Rahul Dravid now. These two love playing with each other. They've played a lot of cricket together. They're just a year apart. So they would have played at under 19 level in the South Zone where they come from as well. Lakshman, in fact, had started to get a name at under 15 level, as had Rahul Dravid. So know each other very well, bat very well together. Innings of 281. It's not always remembered. Rahul Dravid made 180 at the other end. And then they almost batted for a whole day at Adelaide in the test match that India won, where Rahul Dravid got a double 100, Lakshman 148. What a shot! Oh, when you rock back on that back foot and use your wrists like that, it's magical.
And it's not an easy shot to play, but he's made it look so simple. Just a trifle short of a length. And look at the way he's whipped it. It's more of a tennis shot if you have a look at it. It's more of a forehand past mid-wicket.
You do all right with table tennis as well, actually.
Yes. I think a lot of batsmen are very good table tennis players. I know Sachin Tendulkar fancies himself at table tennis.
Oh yeah. Right on, no.
I know for sure he does. Sanya was his doubles partner once and was going to have fun playing in Sri Lanka. There was a lot of rain around. It was a little too intense to be a good doubles partner. He wanted to win every single point. Didn't want to experiment. Didn't want to play those flashy shots that are a little more fun but a little less effective.
Should be able to get one, maybe even two. No, there is a feel that yes, Sachin Tendulkar is competitive at all games that he plays. And just to bring the table tennis situation and talking about the plop ball yesterday, I'd just like to say that what professionals play is table tennis, what the others play is ping pong. And that's the difference between a plop ball and a regular ball. 132 for 2.
Some line. 26 overs gone. Blessing Mavira has bowled 9 of those. 2 for 43. Both openers gone. They were disappointed with that. 46, 44. They were looking good. Just get the feeling that Mavira is hitting the bat a little harder than he did in the one-day games. 131 kilometers an hour. There goes Alim Dar again, tending to his garden.
He's blessing Mahavir. Certainly running in far more energy than he did in the one-day games. Not only that, his follow-through takes him almost within breath-smelling distance of the batsman.
Talking of Blessing, maybe we should ask the batsman what he had for lunch.
Or the other way around. But it just goes to show the intensity that he's bringing to the bowling. At one-day levels, most bowlers are pretty happy to contain the batsman rather than to get them out. Here, he's teaming it because he wants to get the batsman out. And that's what's taking him close to the batsman in the follow-through.
That is a beauty again. Man at long legs, a little too far away for it. That'll beat him into the boundary.
The bowler's done something to the ankle.
He's got a problem here as well. He's got two problems, in fact. First problem was that he got hit for 4. Second, that I think he's done his knee.
Or his
the
ankle. I just get the feeling it's probably his ankle because he's holding it a little low. That's a lovely, lovely shot. And it could well have been the fact that maybe he didn't quite grip the turf in his delivery stride.
Dravid's moved very quickly up to 29. Well, just as I thought, Sunny, that the World Cup was an influence in Vivius Lakshman's life, the fact that he wasn't in it. I think the NatWest Trophy of 2002 changed the way Rahul Dravid's playing Test cricket as well. He batted beautifully in the limited overs game there, scoring really freely. And since then, he's brought that free scoring approach to the Test match game as well. He's playing many more shots than before. And as a result, he's scoring far quicker. 29 today from 33 balls. More runs. That shouldn't reach the boundary. That should be 2.
Yes, I think there comes a time where you start to feel a lot more comfortable in the slot that you have. Rahul Dravid started to feel a lot more comfortable in that number 3 slot, whether it was in the one-day game or even the Test matches.
Just don't forget, he lost it for a while in 2001 to Vivius Lakshman, who also quite fancies batting at number 3. No, I just think in the absence of Sachin Tendulkar, this is the right number for India, with Lakshman at 4, Dravid at 3 and Ganguly coming in behind at 5. The free scoring Yuvraj to follow at 6. I think this is the right order for India in the absence of Tendulkar.
Yes, I think it's a question of, as I said, feeling comfortable. All along till 2002, maybe Rahul Dravid thought that he was just a tenant of that position. After 2002, NatWest, he believes he's the owner of that position, and that can make a whole lot of difference to the approach. What a wild throw that was. 139 for 2.
.90 Test matches for Rahul Dravid, 96 for Anil Kumble. There's a wealth of experience there. Ganguly's got 83, Lakshman 65, Harbhajan 46. So there's a lot of experience. Sehwag starting to climb the numbers as well. Some pretty good batting averages.
Oh, no.
Only one outside 40 in the top 6. And really, if you look at numbers like those, it would suggest that India have one of the strongest batting lineups in the world, and sometimes India has struggled translating those numbers on paper into a collective effort.
No! You ready, Debbie? No. Good boys, good lads.
India halfway there.
Yeah, 1 now.
This partnership's looking pretty good already. They've put on 42. It's largely been Rahul Dravid who's got the strike. VVS Lakshman's been watching. He's played 21 balls for his 12.
Yeah, that's. Yeah, Dad.
Yes, Lakshman's approaching 4,000 runs in Test cricket. He'd be keen to get to that mark. And then look to go on from there. It's good running. 141 for 2.
Worldwide holidays and flights from around the world at affordable prices from Southall Travel. To India for its diverse culture. Dubai, pamper yourself in luxurious hotels. Pakistan for its religious festivals. USA, offering an amazing range of family adventures. Thailand, the jewel of Southeast Asia. And Egypt with its ancient history. Plus many more worldwide destinations. Talk to our travel advisors for impartial advice. Call 24 hours 0870 900 3000 for our selection of worldwide flights and holidays.
These two have put on 7-century partnership.
Leicester on the 6th.
And this was that just eluded the grasp of that second slip for Lakshman, but since then there was really nothing for the Zimbabwean bowlers. Some fabulous shots played there against the spinners as well. Both of them looking good. Some loose bowling as well. Very short delivery, that one, which brought on Dravid's 50. And then some good shots played against the break, but interspersed with some very loose deliveries by De Bengwa. Full tosses that were put away for boundaries. So that's the match summary. 207 for 2, India in reply. Dravid 69 not out and Lakshman 42 not out. We'll take a break now and be back shortly after the tea interval. .51. Some spectacular innings there in that career.
And I'm sure now that he's got past that landmark of 4,000, is looking to carry on and get to 100. He's also like Sehwag, got the knack of scoring big hundreds. Within the Sehwag, once he gets past 100, looks for the big ones.
Well, what can now the strategy be for the Zimbabweans? They need a wicket, or maybe they're just waiting for the batsman to make a mistake, because Ewing is carrying on. This is the first over after tea, and there's no close-in catcher at all. He's bowling with 4 on the off, 5 on the on, so there are gaps on the onside for them to exploit to take the singles.
This is a test match, so Rahul Dravid will not be frustrated by the fact that he can only take singles. Still 3 more days to go after today's play, so both Dravid and Lakshman will be quite content to take the singles. Or watch out for the odd loose ball, which they can dispatch for a boundary.
Good game,
Perhaps the reason why the spinners have been operating is to try and up the bowling rate. Zimbabwe have to bowl 35 overs in this session. And if they have the medium paces on from one end, it does slow it down a bit.
You're absolutely right. Both these batsmen are so experienced. They understand that this is the waiting game now. There's nothing in the wicket, and the spinners have not been able to contain them at all. There's been that 1-4 ball which is bowled with consistency. So it's really not put any pressure on the Indians. Both of them are so experienced. They realize the situation, and they're not going to do anything stupid, or at least I don't think so. Dravid on 70. Would definitely be eyeing a big innings from here.
Yes, boy, yes, boy.
End of the first over after tea. It's 209 for 2. ...209 for 2 after 48. 4.35 is the run rate. And Blessing Mawire, the successful bowler for Zimbabwe, 2 wickets, is now back into the attack. And as has been the pattern, he will be utilizing the breeze from right to left on your screens, so that would be assisting his a little away movement. The 2 wickets he got was from this pavilion end. 2 for 50. They desperately need to break this partnership, Zimbabwe. Not a lot has gone right for them today. The last 3 wickets falling for just 14. And then the Indians came out really going hard at them. They got off to a terrific start of 88. Then 2 wickets fell, and now this partnership is worth 111.
...118 Ks. First ball from Blessing Mawire after tea. Loosner, gentle warm-up delivery. He got it right on the length, and that's what he'll be aiming to do even as he increases his pace. He'll be looking to hit that spot. Support for India, as always, wherever they play, whichever part of the world they play.
Rather an exaggerated defensive shot by VVS Lakshman. More to tell himself that there's no hurry. Stay in control of your mind. Just take a look. There he is. He just kept on at that for a while, then redid it as a shadow practice as well. He's trying to tell himself to keep the patience going. No need to do anything foolish at the moment. Would be a little disappointed with that one. That was a half volley just in the slot for him. But I think he's just trying to suss out the conditions after tea and really get settled before he takes them on.
He is from the off-stump played to the onside. Brings his wrists into play, VVS Lakshman. Very elegant. There again, from the off-stump, he's played it to the onside. Or tried to work it to the onside. Normally, most batsmen would play that delivery a little outside the off-stump into the covers.
Yes, it's more like a table tennis top spin. He literally hits over the ball. It's a style which is his very own. Well, that was a good length delivery. Testing Rahul's footwork is found wanting. Didn't quite stick his foot out to the pitch of the delivery in that occasion. Mawire bowling well within himself. Around the 120s. It's not quick at all. So they've got to watch out for playing their shots early. There's a short cover in position as well. Just one from the over. 210 for 2. Zimbabwe have to bowl 82 overs, I'm told. 49 of which have been bowled. Still 33 more to go. Ewing carrying on. At the moment, they're really not willing to take any risks whatsoever, these two. Ewing is bowling without a long on. There's never been an endeavour to really reach the pitch of his deliveries and drive him past mid-on or straight past the bowler. They're pretty content from playing within the crease. There are no fielders close in to bother them at all. Even a bat pad is not a problem. Just the keeper that they have to watch out for. That's the bat pad that you're talking about. There's no fielder to take that.
There's a bit of turn. We saw that happening with Harbhajan yesterday. But Zimbabwe are in a defensive frame of mind. They're waiting for the batsman to make mistakes. They're waiting for the batsman to get over ambitious, lose their patience, go for the big shots and get out. They're not trying to dismiss batsmen. They're just waiting out on the batsman.
That can be an effective strategy sometimes when you're very tight and disciplined with your bowling. But every now and then, at least before tea, we did see very many loose balls for that strategy to be very effective at all. If that is the endeavour, then you've got to make sure that you don't concede boundaries. And full tosses don't help. Content with just one to end the over. It's 2-1, 2 for 2. Two, 1, 2 for 2. Dravid just content in playing those deliveries back with a straight bat. There's only one slip and a gully. No third man. There's a square point fielder. Deep point fielder, that is. And 3 on the straight. There's an extra cover mid-off and a short cover. So he's definitely going to try and pitch it up. No, he doesn't. That's the deep point fielder coming into play. That's Duffin.
He's been pretty accurate, blessing Mahavir, around that off stump. Blignor, we saw that he was straying on the leg side and getting picked for runs and boundaries. Mahavir, on the other hand, has been bowling to that field. There's that deep point protection for the one that he bowls a little bit short and gives a little bit of width to the batsman.
Well, as far as Zimbabwe are concerned, there are not too many options for them at the moment. What they need to do is just keep pegging away around that off stump, and they're doing that fairly commendably at the moment. The endeavour being to dry up the boundaries and maybe with it test the patience of the batsman. That should have been put away. Lakshman got a short delivery. Was in position but still on the front foot. so couldn't quite put it away.
Yes, I think ever since he's had that knee operation, he's not very comfortable doing the pivot on the back knee. He prefers to play off the front foot, the pull shot and the hook shot.
Well bowled by Mahavir. Just one of it. 2-1, 3 for 2.
Keep building it, boys. Keep building it.
Just waits on it, Rahul Dravid. He's so good at this shot. Plays it very late. He can really avoid the field, wherever that fielder is at backward square leg or that 45 position. He can play to either side of him. Lets the ball turn, and at the last instant pivots and plays it to where he wants to. Finally used his feet, VVS Lakshman, but couldn't quite get the gap.
Yes, while Dravid will be happy to play the waiting game, I'm not too sure if VVS Lakshman can do that. He likes to get a move on. He likes to hit the boundaries. Dravid on the other hand will be very content to work the ones, the twos. And Lakshman can get a little impatient. But he realizes, VVS Lakshman does, that this is a very good opportunity for him to have another 100 against his name. They all count.
Bit of a hold up there. There's an umbrella that's come on the field. It's picked up by the wind. It's a pretty gusty wind going across.
Yes, Dina!
Single. There's no fielder fine. Now, none of these, or at least Dravid I know can or does like to play that sweep shot, but VVS Lakshman doesn't quite favor the sweep shot. He'd rather be playing it onto mid-wicket. Good attempt there, but not quite good enough.
Good on, boy.
215 for 2.
Worldwide holidays and flights from around the world at affordable prices from Southall Travel. To India for its diverse culture. Dubai, pamper yourself in luxury.
Put up by Zimbabwe. 8 wickets in hand. Mahavir doing a good job. He's come back in. Has maintained a very tidy line and length. Now the onus is on the batsman to do something different, to try and avoid the field that's been set. It's a very straight field. The 3 fielders for the drive on the offside. Even the onside fielders, there's a mid-on and a straightish mid-wicket. So they want them to play square of the wicket. This time he's managed to do that, and it's through. He should be running hard to try and make 3, but Lakshman is content with 2.
Dion Ibrahim again not quite getting hold of that ball, making a good effort, but not quite able to stop it. And the worst part about this is, of course, that you've got to go and chase the ball after diving for it. Often there's a plus in diving that you are so far down that the fielder next to you has to go and do the chasing, particularly if it's to the longest end of the boundary. It's a good trick that used to be used in the 1980s.
Did you use it, Sunny?
No, I love chasing the ball. Not a problem.
You love chasing the ball. 49 to Lakshman now. Well bowled and well played as well. That's the kind of length that he'd want to be bowling. Every now and then bowl one a little wide off Dravid and hope that he chases it. There are many times the bowlers would try and bowl an over-pitch delivery wide off the off stump, hoping that you go for that square drive, which is not an easy shot to control. Played it late, played into the gap, and has just completed his 50. That's his 23rd 50, and it's come off 105 balls, and incidentally that's the first time that he's reached 50 against Zimbabwe. And this is his 7th innings against Zimbabwe, so that's odd. Highest score was 38 before this one.
Which means he's wasted 6 innings.
Which means Zimbabwe were terrific in their bowling department. Finally got one on the leg stump, but will be content with one. 53 overs gone. It's 221 for 2. VVS Lakshman has been very patient. He struggled a bit in the beginning, but has reached his highest score against Zimbabwe. Some very fine shots from the blade of Lakshman. A couple of full tosses that he converted. In fact, 3 of them from the left arm spinner. Thank you very much in the process of getting his 50. He has also passed 4,000 runs in his career. So that's his wagon wheel. Nothing straight on the offside. Very few on the offside as well. So that tells a story. Now I've found this odd, that the fielder at mid-on is rather deep. He's not saving 4, he's not saving 1. He's probably there for the miscued lofted shot or an attempt to loft. Every time they played 2 mid-on, this one he didn't quite middle. There's been an opportunity for that single.
I think Rahul Dravid's eyeing that spot. He's trying to go over the top.
He wants one and he'll get it with ease. So that's the problem for Taibu. If he keeps that fielder where he is, Debengwa, he's got to be conceding that single every time it's played to him.
Yeah, she's a very good fielder. When the ball was struck, it looked like a boundary. Covered the ground very well, Debengwa. Yeah, of course, it went to his correct side. He throws with the left hand, so he was able to get to the ball and get it back quickly, but not accurately. Zimbabwe's fielding has been not at its sharpest. They have let through a few deliveries. Oh, like that. They have been known for their fielding. It's the fielding that adds edge to their bowling. And on a pitch as unhelpful as this one, they really need to make sure that they don't give away bonus runs.
A lot of work to do for Debengwa. In this over, it appears that he's the only fielder on the field. All balls have been played to him. And Debengwa again, but this time he can't stop it. That is a terrific hit. Past Debengwa for 4. It's 228 for 2. So the boundary, the last ball of the previous over, cutting through the monotony of singles. Welcome boundary for Lakshman. He was getting a little impatient. You could see it in his demeanor. But Rahul Dravid, well, strong as a rock, solid.
Yes, now that he's got a half century, you can see a few more attacking shots like this from VVS Lakshman. He'll grow in confidence. He's not going to dawdle at the crease now. He will try and take the initiative, try and get the boundaries, try and get the scoreboard moving. He's been in and out of the one-day side, VVS Lakshman, and therefore perhaps a little short of confidence. And that's why he took his time to get to that half century. But now that he's got another half century under his belt, he will look to up the scoring rate. There it is, 2,300 runs in one-day internationals, and just completed 4,000 runs in Test cricket here. And look at the difference in the average.